Oh, like straight out the box, mate.
Straight out of the box.
Out of the box, straight out of it. Straight out the box.
I do this for the family. I will sacrifice my life 1,000 times. I do it gladly to make sure that they're happy. I do this for the family. I will sacrifice my life 1,000 times. I do it gladly. You know I do it gladly. I do this for the family. I will sacrifice my life 1,000 times. I do it gladly to make sure that they're happy. I do this for the family.
Right, and we're back.
We're back.
Straight out the box. Yes. Today I've got two guests here with me, two young queens.
Come on.
And usually I introduce my guests, but do you know what? I want my guests to introduce themselves. Yeah. Let's switch it up. So I want my guests to introduce themselves, and I want you to let the public know your Instas, your socials, and everything, and all of that. We'll start with
me. Yeah. All right, cool. So I am Shin, Chin. I am a music manager. I do podcasts, do a lot of music stuff. I love business. I love people. I love music. I like to party. What else about me? I used to be a radio DJ.
Let them know. Talk your shit.
Yeah, so I manage an indie group called Deuxes right now. They're really, really sick. So make sure you go follow them. That's Deuxes, Deuxes. Shame.
Xes. Yeah.
Deuxes, like the French number 2.
Yeah.
And my Insta is Chinaire, so that's Chinaire and _. So yeah, if anyone needs any like music advice, music business advice, I offer music consultancy service as well. So when it comes to registering songs, anything looking at contracts, I can help you.
Talk heavy, yeah?
Yes, come on.
Talk heavy. And Queen to my right.
Okay, so Miss Empress, I work in Travelodge. I'm an assistant manager.
Yeah, big up your team.
Big up your team.
Big up your team.
Yeah,
same
going
way.
back to college, and just with my girl Remy and my boy Tailz, gonna drop it off. You get me?
What's your socials? It's just in case anybody want to follow you.
Oh, my social media is Miss Empress _2, so you can check it out. But there's nothing really on my page, but yeah.
There you go. And real quick, before anything, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like, don't be stingy. Like, if you could sit here and watch the podcast, you can easily subscribe and like it too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and share.
And
share.
And that also, like, it should be evident, but do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's not evident to most people. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's common courtesy, man.
Straight.
Now, before we get into what I want to get into about, real quick, I don't know if you lot have been following the gram, but I want to say, shout out India from Love Island. She got her deal from Pretty Little Thing.
6-figure deal though.
All right then, do you know what I'm saying? So Queen, big up you. But do you know what's mad though? Because when I saw, what's the other girl? Michael Owen's daughter, the other one.
Is that his daughter? I don't watch the Island, but
I only watched 2 seasons, so 2 episodes, so.
All right, cool. I can't remember her name.
What's her name?
I can't remember her name, but no, because I saw one white woman, get it.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate that, big up to her.
Yeah.
And then I saw another white woman get it, big up to her. So everyone was saying, so how they got deals, and the young black lady hasn't got no deal. So they got theirs first, but everyone thought that when it was they did a poll of who should get it, and obviously India won the poll, but it was a controversy about, well, what is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Is it one-sided or whatever?
I think they were saying on Twitter that they was Love Island. Was it Love Island? Or
Yeah, it was Love Island.
Pretty Little Thing, innit?
Yeah, it was Pretty Little Thing.
They was using the whole India thing for leverage just to bring up their tweets, but because I think everyone kicked up stink. So I don't know if it's because everyone kicked up stink or she couldn't talk.
Yeah.
But when you have certain deals, you can't talk. But you got to remember, she bagged that deal, the Boots deal. I don't think any other Love Islander got more than one deal.
Yeah.
6-figure numbers.
Listen, and what? I think she's young. I think she's 20 odd?
About 22. I know she's
That's what
about.
I'm
And
saying.
she's Jamaican.
Yeah.
You understand? Come
Shout out to the Caribbean. Big them up. But then I also wonder, did any of the guys get anything?
No, not from what I know.
Well, but
So no. Go talk your thing.
I was gonna
talk
say,
your thing.
Okay, so I don't know how males feel about Love Island and that. Like, big up everyone who watches it. I personally don't watch it.
Yeah.
But to me, to my kind of market, I would think it would be more catered towards females.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's probably why females are
Man, them need love too.
Man, them do need love, but maybe then Love Islanders, these man them's reps need to be. Their booking agents and their reps need to be targeting people like Boohoo Man to get these deals. Do you understand?
Listen, Pretty Little Thing does it have a mandem section or is it just women?
So. No, it's just women.
No, it's just women's section.
But Boohoo has a man section though.
Yeah, or ASOS. Wait,
ASOS
what's the other guy?
Sheen.
No,
the other one.
the other guy on Love Island. Ovi. Is it Ovi? Is that his name?
Me no watch it. I don't
What does he look like? Which one?
Dark skin, tall. I think he was a basketball player.
Danny.
No, not in this Love Island. Previously, before.
Nah, I can't help you there.
All right, cool. Maybe it's only just me watching Love Island. Look at me exposing myself to the people that I watch Love Island. No, I am gonna lie. Do you know what it is? It's because of women, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? That's why man end up watching Love Island.
So what is it? Do you man feel like to watch it, you're gonna get like a kind of understanding of how women are? Because that portrayal of women is not the portrayal of women.
No, do you know what it is? I watch it for jokes because there's pure foolishness that's been going on in all of these shows, even reality shows. Like I just watch it for the banter. Like I don't take nothing serious, but a lot of the young people think that this is gospel. So when you see like people on Love and Hip Hop and they're making this thousands of all basketball wives or all of these, and you're making
Love
this man.
hip-hop.
Now you got these young girls thinking, rah, the average man ain't the man now for me. Like I need to be punching above certain, and all I'm saying is, if you ain't living that lifestyle, you shouldn't be punching above your weight. Do you know what I'm saying?
But that's crazy because I spoke to my friend about this morning, and I want to talk about that a bit
Yeah,
later because it
okay.
goes on to like how women are chasing down these certain kind of men.
Right.
And they're gonna get to a certain age when they ain't got no kids, you ain't got no yard, you ain't got no, you're running down the man, and they're gonna go into like a depressive state, whereas men might be going through that now, but eventually in 5 years' time.
All right.
I want to touch on that later anyway.
But like real quick, because I was just saying about did men get anything? Yeah. Are you lot feminists?
No, you know,
I'm not a feminist.
I'm not a feminist.
You're not for the equal man, or you think that man's man and woman's woman, and we all have our own roles.
And woman as equal.
I believe a balance. Like Shin Remy says, I believe it needs to be a balance between the both sexes. Me personally.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I would say I'm for equal opportunities. Yeah, but I believe that there are just certain gender roles that some men can do that women can't do, and there's some things that women can do and men can't do.
Give me an example.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Let's keep it 100. If we go to war, Spartans, is it gonna be 300 gal coming and shut down there? And man's going to war with them Persians over there, or am I calling about 300 man to go and deal with this? Yeah,
but you can't get it twisted because there's certain girls who are out there who are on it more than man.
Right.
What about African warriors?
Hold on.
Back in the day.
But let's talk about statistically, yeah? Right. You're not going to... Think about it. What we was talking about in the car. If someone does man dirty, man ain't calling my gal to go and... Yeah? You're calling man them. You understand?
I'm gonna call one of them man them.
Man say, yo, man, I need you to handle something for me.
real.
Nah,
Exactly.
for real,
Same way, let's keep it 100. Let me flip it round. When it comes to daycare, running a daycare, I don't want no man looking after my picnic or in a nursery. I want a woman because women are more patient, more nurturing, and got a lot more patience. Bruv, some of the man them don't even watch their own youth. So what am I doing? Asking a man to go and run a daycare center.
That comes to more job roles. When it comes to like man and woman in life,
right?
Everyone's gonna have different job roles, isn't it? Like a man might do a job better than a woman.
Right.
And that's how I see that. But when it comes to life, morals, certain things, it's the same. There's not you can't go out and beat 1 to 10 gal. Yeah. And then then you're gonna be like, oh, but you can't go out and beat 1 to 10 man.
Yeah, but if you look at it, yeah, let's address that. So,
no, you know what? I'm gonna have to for real.
No, go on. Let's say something.
Wait, let him speak.
Go on, Tailz, because I was gonna agree with you on something there. Go on. What was you gonna say?
Listen, first of all, how our makeup has been ever since the beginning of time. A man's always had multiple wives, multiple whatever. That's just how it's always been.
True.
You can't then come in and then just try and throw a spanner in the works. It looks crazy to you.
He said he can't.
No, it looks crazy to me, sorry.
Yeah.
No. You can, but then be prepared for everything that comes with it.
100%.
Do you understand? So if your, let's say one of your girls, is just busting it open for every single man, and the man them are calling her a hoe, I'm sorry, you're a hoe.
Okay,
Yeah?
I hear that. So if your man them, if your man are busting it open for 1 to 10 gal, you're a man hoe.
Listen, but do you know what?
No, can I just say something? Can I just say something? Let me finish, yeah?
Go on.
And this is an example of double standards, innit? Because a man, if you do something to a man, what a man does to you, man can't take it as a woman.
Yeah, but all right, cool.
Men are more emotional. I feel like men are more emotional than women, because if a woman does like cheats on a man, he can't take that. That's the ultimate.
You are right, because I guarantee you, if my gal cheating me, she's for the streets
basically.
now.
So why is it
on a woman? We're supposed to
take them back.
We're supposed to take
them
back.
No. See, this is the problem. Actually, go and finish what you're gonna say.
We're supposed to take them back. We're supposed to have that emotional support. Babes, I'm sorry. This, that, and the third.
Forgive them.
We need to forgive them and all of this. You know
Who goes through more heartbreak, men or women?
Women.
Why do you think God's made it that way?
Because we're emotionally, physically, mentally stronger than men.
Right.
Not physically, sorry.
Not physically.
But mentally and emotionally, we are stronger than men.
Definitely.
So
that's why we can bring forth kids and man can't do that.
Right. So then when you look at man, remember, because you're that, and because, like you said, you've got all of those qualities and whatnot, that's why it's not... I'm not saying that you have to come back to me, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of women spin back the block on the same guy that done them dirty.
I've done that. Don't get it twisted.
This is what I'm saying. But you see, for man, remember, with man, it's a lot more ego. There's a lot more pride. Remember,
you got to remember, the ego is a fake sense of self. When you're born, you're not born with an ego. Can you imagine you as a youth with an ego? Did you have an ego when you was a child?
No.
That built up over time. Your brethrens, them going out, feeling nice, gal moving to you. It's a fake sense of self. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to revert back to your real self, because the ego's not real.
But then guess what? Women got egos too.
Of course we have.
And a lot of you lot don't revert back to the something. And I've known you for a very long time. Let's talk about this. You got an ego as well. So don't try to run and give me that whole chat, you know.
I do.
Yeah?
I do. No, but you've known me for a very long time.
Exactly.
Has my ego not dropped down very much though?
Yeah, you might. Yeah, no. Obviously, I'm not saying that you're the same how those years that I met you in, but I'm still saying that we still all have ego. Now, it's very easy to sit here and say, do you know what? We need to go back to our original roots. When you're in that situation and it's right in front of you, let's keep it 100. No one's thinking about peeling back to the original root. You understand?
No. You can't say no one. You got to say certain people. Because
certain people.
When you get to a certain point in life and you start to realize, there's a book I recommend everyone to read. There's 2 books. One's called A New Life and one's called The 4 Agreements. Nipsey Hussle recommended these books, and this is what calmed me down and made me realize, like, certain situations people are trying to violate me, because I got this thing of the disrespect. If someone kind of like disrespects me, you know, like, say there's like 1 fly I'm gonna hit, there's 10 other flies watching. I'm gonna hit that fly with a hammer. I'm not using that. So them flies know.
No, that
you're gonna do this. I'm gonna hit you just like I hit with a hammer though, not like a fly catcher. So I feel like that's where, once you start looking in, don't get me wrong, I had to go through a lot of shit. Right. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, I will still have the ego. I work in music. I cannot be a soft guy. I work in music. Do you understand? I still gotta have some kind of.
And we're gonna get into that.
Because otherwise, if you're gonna get bullied, there's a woman in the industry. You gotta stand up for yourself. But at the same time, like in my personal life, day to day, when it comes to youth, people who's violated me, come on, it's not a thing for me to go and do certain things or get things done. Right. I don't do it no more.
Right.
Because I'm a new person.
You're a new person.
Do you understand?
But do you know what's still lurking in the background? The ego.
Of course, it was always not going to go.
And so this is what I'm saying. So going back to the main point about the man willing to spread his royal oats, as they say, and coming to America, big up them man there.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. There's just certain things, like you said, double standards that's just there forever. Like, I can't get into a club and looking all suave and get in for free, but you can if you put on the right outfit,
women
right
have
makeup.
Advantages.
You have advantages.
I do believe that to a certain extent.
This is how big of a.
Why do we have the advantage though? Why? What is it?
Because
what do we have?
We're females.
Because we have the pussy.
Basically,
right.
That's the
world.
So now watch this. Here's another advantage. how is it that a person that's fat, yeah, can get a title of BBW, but then when it's a man, he's just fat? Like let's keep it. Let's cool.
Men ain't, no disrespect. I'm not like men ain't viewed as sexy. Like when you look at a woman, no homo, but when you look at a woman, it's like she's nice, she's pretty. Like
no.
Not saying men ain't nice, but
yeah.
We're not gonna be like, oh, like, you know, when a man looks at a woman, he's got his imagination.
We don't look at man like,
when we're looking at a man, we're just thinking, okay, he's fat.
That's nothing to us.
It's basically
and see, look, don't get me wrong. I love all women, but the point is that I'm trying to make, you lot have created a whole dynamic where a fat person or somebody that's overweight or obese is now considered a BBW on your dating apps. On your you don't have a man on a man spectrum. He's big and handsome.
no.
Yeah? Big gigolo. Big whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say? So bear these I don't know. This is what I'm saying. So double standards are meant to be there. Okay. Do you know what? No, this is how deep it is. This is how deep it is. The next time, yeah, that you might get into a club for free or you and your girls get into, just say, no. I want to pay like the next girl and dig in your pocket.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to do that. If you know that you can get into a club for free, this is what I'm saying, the double standards, because men can't get into the clubs for free unless man's got a certain pattern.
There's always going to be double standards, but it's how you choose to maneuver it and how to deal with it, innit? Me personally,
right.
All right, cool. I try to be as straight as it is. I'm not saying I'm going out there fucking out bare man. That's not me.
Yeah.
My thing is be straight. You see the point? You're not straight with me.
Yeah.
You can't get mad then, innit?
True.
Because I've given you the floor.
Yeah.
You see, and women don't do that.
But let's keep it 100. A lot of girls don't like the truth. Like I said in my previous podcast, make sure you go check that out, by the way, with Bliss the Body. But look, you got to also understand, yeah, if I'm a man that fucks or beats a lot of women, he's revered as the guy that can get gal.
By who?
By everybody, by society.
Not necessarily though.
You call him, what's that name? A gallus, right?
I think
right.
Gallus.
But then you lot date the guys that are galluses, right?
Would date all?
No.
Can I you kind of say something?
Answer the question.
You can't tell us how we're thinking, innit?
No,
so
I can't tell you how you think. I can only go by your actions.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah? Cool. Don't beat me out though.
No, I'm not saying that.
But hear what?
Right.
But all I'm gonna say is, all right, cool. We might see you as a gallus, but you're not hubby. You're run true. So I could beat you and pass you to my brethren to beat.
Right.
We're not taking you serious.
But then
everyone's had a piece of it. No, you see how man don't want every gal to have a piece of, we don't want man who's been around
if
everyone.
We know that a man's a gallus, why are we going to settle?
Why are we going to settle?
Because we know that you're the type of man who's going to go
out and do your
and
thing,
sleep with all the women.
And there's one out there willing to hold you down.
Right.
Who's willing to suck your toes and them thing there? You want money, hey, wait.
Who's sucking toes, by the way? First of all, big up the man them that suck the toes, yeah?
Listen,
I'm not judging, but that thing's wild.
No judgment, but I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah, that's mad.
Lady on the street, freak on the dance floor, got it like a curse. Not something I asked for, play it safe. Most of the time it was every blue moon. The music takes my mind and I drink a lot, get real high. Clothes come on, got that roll curse when I hit the spot. The music real high, speakers all the way up. All my wild girls know what I mean. I dress sexy and clean, but when I dance, I really ever sings.
You know about that, fam.
Wait, what?
No. Go on, Tailz.
Okay. No, but seriously, like,
yeah,
man. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. So I went to Morocco the other day. Yeah.
Talk to me.
About 3 men was asking for my hand in marriage. To my point, I rang my dad, and my dad was like, "If you want my daughter, you have to pay me. You have to pay bride price."
Hold on. No, wait. We ain't gonna just move past that. We got to address this. You said you got 3 men that was willing to take your hand in marriage. And you called your dad to say what?
What do you mean? I'm a chief's daughter. I can't. You can't.
No. Wait. So you was considering?
What do you mean considering?
No, I'm just asking the question. No. Let's not smooth past that part. Answer the question.
I wasn't considering, but to me, because obviously I'm a polite person, and I was telling the man no, the man wasn't trying to hear no, like that. So that's when I rang Pops, and I was like, Pops, tell the man that if you want me, you have to pay money, innit?
Yeah.
So that's how it was my kind of get out of situation. But I'm just using it as an example.
Okay,
do you understand what I'm saying? Because then it goes down to morals, teachings, ethics. Because these are I'm just from foreign. Come over there.
Yeah.
Hardly any money. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I said to myself, Why can't English youths move like this?
Yeah, Englishman.
True.
Just,
Yeah, but
like
look at the
Englishman, them
American
can
man.
be mean sometimes.
They are
No, but-
Certain-
but remember-
not all, please, not all, but
Yeah, go on.
certain majority of Englishmen, like, they can be like, they're mean. They can be.
So, but then I ain't gonna lie, I can't get past this marriage thing. This is crazy. So if he was willing to throw down the racks, what you would have said, yeah.
Everything has a price, innit?
See, and this is where the game's going wrong, because you don't even know, my man. How long was you in Morocco for?
A week.
Look at that, man. Them. So basically, if you throw down peas, yeah, this is what's going on. You can get married.
What was the Yardis doing?
Where?
They would, for real.
Well,
Listen.
Yeah, I understand.
So-
Status, for immigration status.
So let me
and
give you an
stuff.
example. So
Yeah.
obviously, how man's come to me now, it would have been a thing of, obviously, I'm not going to marry him straight away for money. I'm going to chat to man,
Right.
feel him out and whatnot. I'm
Right.
not going to get into something. But if I feel like man can financially look after me, emotionally look after me, do you understand? It's actually loves. And another thing,
Security.
as a woman, when you're with a man, you need to make sure the man loves you more than you love him.
It's true.
My nan
Do you
taught
know
me
what?
this. You know why?
I rate that, because I had a conversation about that, and I want you to finish, but I don't let me
Yeah.
lose the point, because
Yeah.
I disagreed with that. But go on.
You disagree with that? Okay,
But I'll finish the story,
so
yeah.
obviously feeling that, but it was just like the balls being courted.
Yeah.
Man in the UK rarely do that, innit?
Yeah.
Where
They'll court you, they'll
Yeah.
be like, come, let's go to a yard and have a drink up.
It's true.
What's that? Take me out.
You don't really
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
of
yeah.
like the British guys. Really,
don't.
I'm not saying they don't get married, but 99% that's like one out of a scale. Like you're hardly seeing like man them over here really getting married and settling down.
Yeah.
Like maybe in America you would see it more. In America, it's a high percentage of marriage out there, but in England, nah, it's like baby mother or baby father or. Yeah, it's
No, I hear that.
baby mother and baby father. That's
I hear
what
that.
I hear. This is what I know.
But then can we not look at the type of mandem that some of these women are going for, though?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Because a lot of, not all women, but a good number of women keep going for the same type of guy and then expecting different results.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? So when women like those talk about our men are this and men are that, I can't hear you, because right now you're still stuck in this box that you're not trying to come out of. And this is why I said on the last podcast, like maybe the brother next to you might be the one, you know what I'm saying, that you get me? He's putting in that work, but he's in the friend zone now. You know what I'm saying? You friend zone the brother off, and then you're complaining about your options.
No, it's true.
So, but going back to
The woman. A man
all right,
love a
cool.
woman.
So
Speaking
the thing is, yeah, when you say the man needs to love the woman more, I hear that, because then you know, okay, I really want you for true. But that's also a sticky situation, because then if the woman loves you less, at any given moment, that woman can step outside the door and go do her thing if she's not happy in a certain situation. And remember, not all women, but a lot of women sign out of that relationship before they actually tell the man, yeah,
But-
deuces.
Okay.
True.
And what I want to say on that is, if a man loves a woman more than the woman loves the man, it's in your nature, you're going to be you're going to show her that you love her, innit?
Basically.
Therefore, she's not going to be that unhappy. Me, I can only talk for myself.
Yeah,
if
go
a
on.
man show me a certain type of look, if I got a problem, I'm very vocal, innit? I never used to be. I used to shut my mouth and then just wild out. I don't
Yeah.
do all of that no more.
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
giving you the option now to talk. Do
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for us to actually sign out,
Yeah.
you have to do dirt over years.
for us to do
Yeah?
that.
Because we're riders. We hold it down, innit?
We can take a lot.
We can take a very much. So for
women.
when a woman mentally signs out, you had to do a lot for her to mentally sign out.
But then could you not also think it's circumstantial in terms of, do you know what, he might not be doing something right now at this present moment, but then there's another guy you're seeing qualities that you would want or that you was expecting from him, but there's a lot of things that you're seeing in his situation or your friend's situation where making you think, do you know what, my situation ain't really the best of situations.
Well, that's when you should, as a woman, if you feel like you're not in the best situation, this is where you should say to yourself, you know what, I'm not in a good situation in this relationship. It's best that I take myself and leave and be on your own for
And
some
do you know
time
what?
before you get yourself
I
into
respect
another
that.
Yeah.
relationship. Me personally,
I respect that, but remember, you and maybe a minority are an exception, because there's a lot of women that still stick there and still be unhappy. Do you know what I mean?
But then, for them to be unhappy, they're not truly happy in yourself.
Within themselves.
Because once you get to a certain sense of life and you've been through a lot of shit and you've seen people go, like you've been through so much stuff.
Yeah.
You cannot. Because I know for me, I'm number one, me and my son, innit?
Yeah.
So if it's gonna affect me to the point where I'm having to while out or I've got stalkers on my Instagram and these things, you have to go, bro.
So
because nothing's not worth that. When I die, I don't want to be on my deathbed thinking about, my man, do you know what I'm saying? I'm still no, I ain't got time for that. I ain't getting judged for that.
So as grown women, what would you say to a younger girl? How would she know that she's not? Because there's some people that don't know that they're in a situation that's not healthy for them. And they will just sit there and ride it out because that's what they're used to. That's just the norm for them. Look how many girls that go through their own personal issues, whether they've had bad relationships, maybe whether it's stemming from, their childhood and everything.
Definitely.
And some people don't recognize their trauma or they don't recognize their, do you know what I'm saying? So what would you say to a younger female, or what would you ladies say to a younger female that doesn't recognize her trauma, or she's got friends that are telling her, listen, this situation's not good for you, or that situation's not good for you, but she's not looking at it like such, but she's not meant to be.
That's really a good question. Actually, what would I say? I would personally, I would definitely say to a younger female, because I've got a younger daughter, myself 17, she's 17,
Right.
definitely to work on yourself. Yourself is your number one. Like, if you don't look after yourself, you can't really give anything to anybody out there. How can you give love to somebody if you ain't giving love to yourself? How can you really put yourself on the table if you're not doing it for yourself? So me personally, I definitely recommend the younger women to work on themselves, on their traumas, write a diary, meditate, yoga. I do personally feel like these techniques and methods do help.
Yeah.
But not everybody's going to follow that technique. People will think, what's she talking about? That shit. But it does work. But I definitely do believe one thing I would say when I'm going through my personal issues or whatnot, if you can't speak to anybody, I always say your diary is who you can speak to. So write it down in your diary, because that's the person who can understand you more, your journal. No one can't understand you more than your journal, because that's who you speak to, because you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I definitely will say to the younger girls to work on themselves and and like mentally, physically, spiritually, before you can even put yourself in any relationship, because these days women are just throwing themselves in a relationship and think it's okay. And
Talk about it.
No, but seriously, throwing themselves in relationships and they're not really getting the dynamics of how a relationship should work.
Or you don't know the true person.
And the true person, especially with the men as well. I feel like there's a lot of broken women and a lot of broken men getting into relationships and trying to fix each other. And you can't fix somebody, you only can fix yourself. That's what it says. Everybody has to work on themselves.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For me, I would just say, like, as a young female, everything what Jay said, these are good like therapy stuff that actually work. Like, even remember when we was going for shit, we writ down it. Do you know how much songs we've written, like bars and stuff we've written, innit? Like, and you're looking back at the bars like, how did I write this? But it's from pain that's made you write that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would just say, like, remember who you are.
Yeah.
You're a woman, we're very strong, innit? Yeah. Don't forget your power. Don't ever forget your power. Like, and another thing is, man will come and go. Yep. This is one thing my nan always taught me, yeah? You see, if you get your education on your money, you can wake up in the morning, that's still going to be there. Man can go, innit? So focus on that. Focus on your journey, your path, what you're here to do. Because you're not here to be in a relationship with a man. You're here to fulfill some type of purpose. They're an accessory. See them with men as well.
Wait.
Not accessory. Sorry.
You said it. See, I was just waiting for you to trigger me and say something like that.
No, but you know what? But can I just say, it's the same vice versa. Not an accessory, but it's an addition. Yeah?
Listen,
with a man,
go on.
Bring forth a child, innit? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you and your man might not die at the same time.
Right.
You're not gonna, when you die, you're not gonna get judged for the same things.
That's true.
Right.
You're on two different purposes. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you live your life for you. That's if I was to get married, my husband, yes, go and live your life. Obviously, don't go and beat out bare gal, but man cheat, you're gonna do it. My thing is, do not make me find out.
Give me a touch on that. Are you me?
All right. Do you know what?
I don't want to hear that.
Do you understand?
Straight. If you're doing your thing, do your thing. But
don't
I
make me find
out
it's over.
It's problems
All
for
right.
you. You say you don't want stress. If you do not want stress, I beg you, know yourself.
Hey, listen. Do you know what?
For real.
You see, that is the one currency, yeah, that man need, like, a life with no stress, because it's difficult out here. But I just want to add one thing, because there's always this notion that I've seen around in America, and I'm seeing it being adopted over here, and maybe other words about, you know, we don't need each other. That is the stupidest thing I ever heard. We do need each other. Let's not jump around all of that, because you're probably gonna sit here and say, "What do I need a man for?" Go on, please.
No, but
We need women.
I'm not saying we don't need a man, but what if we're working and paying our own bills and looking after our own youths and we're doing our own
So you see, when you want companionship, what would you? All right, cool. I know we're in 2023.
in my youth blood.
No, but listen, but guess what? When your youth gets to 18, 19, 20 and he said, "Mom, I'm out. I've got my own yard and my own gal." Who are you left with? By yourself.
I hear that, but you know what?
Let's keep it 100.
Can I say something? You see, when you're a girl or a woman,
go on.
where we've been by ourselves for years. When you've been I had to grow up very young. I didn't have time to be outside and all of that. So I've been by myself for years. When it comes to family and stuff, I'm close, but I'm not close like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's a point of, yes, it's nice to have a man there. What do I want a man for? To fuck and to give me a youth.
Right, and companionship. Let's just not leave it as just smashing, because if that's the case, nobody.
Listen, I'm not finished my point.
Go on.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So, all right, cool. Of course, so if I'm on the street and a man tries to move to me and he's trying to get raggy, I might want to call a man and like, yo, come and deal with this guy, all of that. Yeah. But when it comes to things like making my own money, running my own household, this is what I've been doing for I'm 31 now, since I was 18.
But is that purely circumstantial?
I was forced to do it because the life I lived, didn't it?
So it's circumstantial, right? I'm going to get to you there in a second, but no, I'm going to say what your point that you was going, because I interjected you.
I forgot now. I was talking about
we was talking about
we all need companionship, but what was I gonna say now?
He said, do we need men? Kinda.
I said we need each other.
We need each other. That's it. Sorry.
Listen. Not saying as women we don't want companionship, because we do, but not every woman's gonna have companionship. Not every woman's gonna have that.
And that's sad.
Not every woman's gonna have that relationship what they've always wanted, and we just have to face reality. We're not always gonna get that companionship. So you have to make sure that you're content within yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't have that companionship as a woman and as a man as well, make sure you're content within yourself.
Can I just touch on that? Because
Look at that baddie, screaming out baddie. Look how she shining, gotta get that time in. Look how she whining, wine, man, nigga run wildin'. I'm vibing, rhyming, sizing, baby, I'm minding. If you're not a 10, you're a 9, best believe it. WKD on the night is the secret. If a chop star had a line, had to beep it. You know the vibe.
You don't have to necessarily look on companionship in a relationship. It could be a friendship. True. It could be your child. It could be me and my dad are like Batty and Bench. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've got male best friends who I'm very, very close with. Yeah. And I think that's probably strong male figures in my life. Yes, I've dealt with like some dickheads. Yeah. Do you understand? But certain male figures in my life who are up there. They made me realize now where I can't deal with X, Y, and Z because they're setting the levels.
Right.
That's true.
I hear that.
And that's like my best friends and like men who are best friends of me and saying, Shin, come on, you deserve better than that. Do you understand?
Right. Because they look
set yourself for less.
Do you know what? You see, and the wickedest thing is, big up all the ladies that have, men as their close brethren. And if you don't have any men as your close brethren, get you some, because then your man can tell you the rule. But then at the same time, in saying that, after your best friend's giving you his great advice, after daddy, if you've got a great relationship with your father, has given you the best advice, at the end of the day, when you're going home by yourself. You're in your bed by yourself. Nobody wants to be by themselves. Let's just keep it above.
No. You got to stop there. You cannot say no one wants to be by themselves, because I'm a person. I love my own company.
That's great.
Jade, when you're at home and people have been in your yard for too long, what do you tell them to do?
No, that's just you wanting space. That doesn't mean like, bro, know this. We're in Aquarius. All right. Man needs Aquarius. Man needs space. Do you know what I'm saying? It's different. Man wants man space, but doesn't mean that a man want to come home to an empty bed.
But not every girl wants companionship. Everyone's different though. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because to me, when I see the money going to my account,
right,
that makes me feel like, yes.
And see, this is what I'm saying. You've been focused on this financial thing and whatever. Put that.
No, stop. Because it's not.
No, because you mentioned.
Yeah, but it's fine. But what does the finance do? What does it fund?
Go on, tell me.
Funds my life, my dreams, innit? What I want to do in my life, innit?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
But
that's why I get excited, because I'm like, now I can go and book this studio and do this. Now I can go and do
your
that.
holidays. You can
I can
fly
go on my
out.
holidays
You can
by
buy
myself.
whatever you want.
No,
I understand.
And I hear you in terms of like making your money and whatever, supporting your lifestyle. But have you not realized that anytime that I've mentioned about we need each other, I've never mentioned anything about finances and in general, or how you're living and your setup. Do you understand? Because do you know what? At the end of the day, like you said, man can come and go. Money can also come and go as well. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you might be up today and I'm proud of you. Do you know what I'm saying? But then when you're also down tomorrow, you're still sitting in your yard by yourself. Not by, do you know what I'm saying? Shit, procrastinating over shit. When it's late at night, you probably put the picnic to bed, all of that. And you think, shit, this is it.
Nah, man.
You might be thinking of ways to get more money.
But that's what I was saying. That's
My
what I was
mentality
coming
is
back
different.
to my
I don't
question.
think
But
like
that's
that.
what I was saying. Not everybody is going to have that companionship. Not
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
As much as we want it, as much as you're right, yes, we do need each other. And I agree with you there. We do need each other. But
You're just one of them.
No, we
You know what I'm like.
We do, but we're not all gonna have that some people are gonna die at the age of 70 without no husband, without no wife, and it is what it is.
And do you know what? And the
you know
reason,
what I'm saying?
No, actually, no, I hear that and I respect what you're saying. Both of you lot are saying.
As much as we want that companion, as much as we want to go home to somebody.
Can I just ask you a question? Do you think in this day and age it's reliable that you're gonna find a decent? Come on, Jade.
Wait. No. Ask that question. The whole entirety of that question, please. I want to hear that. Go on.
Do you think in this day and age it's feasible that you can find a decent companion via a relationship, not friendship or anything, by a man? Nowadays, today.
It's very hard to answer that question. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to say yes, I do, but the faith is not there.
All right, but then don't you think? I know it's good to be realistic, but then also, do you think that the energy that you put out there downs the you trying to get that companionship, because you have this mindset of, do you know what? In this day and age, is it feasible? It's not realistic. Like you said, you don't have faith, so.
Because of it's the guys today.
What is the guys today? What is the guys today? Just entertain.
Do you really want us to go there?
No, go. What is the guys today?
No, I mean, you know what? I can't. You know what? Because I don't want to get bashed for it. So
No, talk, man. Speak your mind.
Because you've got you've got good guys out there. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to say all men are trash. I can't say that, because you have got some men out there what are good, but. The guys today, if you're gonna talk about road or whatever,
the
like
uniform man
with a Gucci's car, chain.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Always on the roadside, like.
Are these the men that you're attracted to?
I would say yes, I was at one point when I was younger, but now I'm older. Nah, that doesn't attract me no more.
At those times,
there's no future there.
At those times when these are the things that you lot was attracted to, then can you not blame yourself for your choices?
I do. Of course
have
I do.
accountability for your choices.
Of course I do. Because I was younger then. Remember, at that time, a road man was exciting to me. Like a money man was exciting to me. Like trapping life. Yeah, I liked all of that. Yeah. But now, at this age, it don't excite me no more.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
So then this is what I'm saying. So through your experiences, you've got to the stage where, all right, cool, I realized what I was chasing, or not chasing, but what I was entertaining back then at the time wasn't for you. It's not the it game, because now I'm getting older, building a family or whatever. I want to build a family. I want to have like everything stability. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not getting it. But then, so when I asked you, what is the man of today's society, you've only given me the type of guys that you went for before.
And obviously, okay. How can I say? So you have men in this society.
I can give you some examples.
Okay, go on, Shin.
They don't want to work. They just want to party every weekend.
Right.
They don't want to buy houses.
Right.
Every minute, what I'm trying to think is mainly the raving thing. Like, I don't understand how you could be in a rave every week and you don't own a yard, you ain't got money in your back. As a man, so as a woman, if you want to come and court a woman, look after a woman, say, babes, come on, let's go and put half stand on the house. You ain't got no bread because it's in the promoter's pocket, innit? You understand? It's on the Gucci's, the Louis V's, behind the bar in the liquor. So these are the things. Men like, as much as they said, women are we're out for females and stuff like that, because a lot of men are fell slack of doing the man's job.
But what I will say to us today, you have got some men, don't get it twisted, who are business minded, who are entrepreneurs.
That's where I was gonna go.
But I'm not saying as women we can't get them men, but you have to be on a certain level to attract that energy. Because if a man's got a business, and he's an entrepreneur, he's not gonna go for any gal. You have to be on his level. Do you understand? But you have got men in 2022 today who are entrepreneurs doing their thing, running their business. But you also have the men them what are just raving, money man, cars, clothes.
It's that fast lifestyle, isn't it?
Fast lifestyle, bang up in jail, and all of them things there. So it's basically, and it's the same for the women as well.
But you also got to look at it. The man them that are doing it, or the man them that are doing it, they're getting a lot of traction. It might not be the same quality of gal that they should be going for, but that's what's selling right now. Now you can have man in the fake this, fake that, because all I need to do is look the part.
But that's because say anything to.
But that's because of social media,
right?
This fake reality.
But then this is the thing. The social media constructed our society today. Now a gal need man with, well, not all women, but there's women that need man with money now. True. You ain't providing a little certain,
My whole thing with the money thing is that obviously I'm a hustler.
Right.
So my man has to match my work ethic, innit?
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
As a man and as a woman, if you're not on a certain level, it's not gonna.
I don't care how much money you got. I can make money, so that don't faze me. Do you understand? We not mash money, fam. Look what we've done. Do you understand?
See?
So that's why it's not a thing of like, and then the next thing is, a lot of these men, when they're getting money, they're not putting in work to get the money, you know? They're taking it from a next man.
Well, to be fair, we're all taken from somewhere.
True.
Whatever way you would look at it, we're all taken from somewhere.
I can't even lie that.
Do you know what I mean?
True, but it's this whole facade of the whole fake social media. Oh, your man's got to have this, he's got to have that, he's got to have chain. A lot of these men have got chains on and their mum's still in the council yard and the yard's nasty, bro.
Basically.
You understand?
I hear you.
Man have got chains on, but they're sleeping in single beds in their mum's yard. But you got a 30 grand chain on your neck.
Because there's no way I'm going to be driving no big or anything, and I don't own the house. No, that's no disrespect. Big up yourself if you're doing that. Respect, please. But me personally, there's no way I'm gonna be driving no 50 grand car and I'm still in a council yard. That's backwards. No disrespect. I can't do the backwardsness. You understand? You have to make sure you buy your yard, you work hard, buy your yard. Then once you buy your house, then you can think about all of them things later. Yeah. But we do things a bit backwards where we want to get the car first because it's all about the high materialistic things and who need to look good on who. And to be honest, like who we doing it for? Because when you go home and take off them Gucci's, you ain't putting them on again. You spent £700 on the shoes.
Talk your shit.
To look good in front of someone and like you ain't gonna see that person again. It's just an image. Like that's all stress and all of that. So and them things that can cause mental health problems, you know, if you're not careful. Seriously.
For real.
It's a mental health
but it's
issue.
True.
And
it's
no
true.
disrespect to anybody.
But it's
big
true.
up anybody, mental health awareness, big up yourself. But
Big
I'm just saying, do you know what I'm saying? If you're not careful, that's what happens.
But then let me ask you something, because you mentioned something earlier about alpha females and really and truly that's basically exuding masculine energy.
I was just about to come to that as well.
That's because that's just masculine energy vibes, and that's what I also wanted to talk to you ladies about, is because now when you look at society, you've got more women having exuding masculine traits, and then you got men that's exuding feminine traits. And go on.
You know what? I'm so glad you mentioned this, Tailz, because the reason why I feel like both men and women have feminine energy and masculine energy in them. We all do. But I feel like the reason why women have more masculine energy in them is because we've been forced to go out there on our own. Like we've been forced to grow up. We've been forced to what did you say? What was that thing? What you saying? when you're talking about, you know, having to grow up
from an early age,
basically. So we've had to be that. We've had to put that masculine. We can't when you can't be feminine.
No, you can be feminine, but you gotta think, especially coming from certain cultures, when you come from a family that's mainly masculine female male who've been through. Do you understand? Remember, we are cooking and cleaning, washing clothes from young ages. You know, man are laying in bed. You understand what I'm saying? And we're getting woke up from 9 o'clock.
As women, we've had to play that masculine role. Even though, yes, we should be in our feminine role, but we can't really. How can we get into that? How can we get into that energy? No, you're saying as a man, you want the women to be in their feminine energy.
You gotta make us want
to
go.
But you have to make us
want to get.
See, how are you gonna make us get into that feminine energy?
That's and I don't even want. But then that sounds crazy to me. And this is why I have these debates at work, because you can't tell me that you're gonna have. Like for example, a couple of weeks ago, I was debating with one of my colleagues, and we was watching something, and the woman said, "Yeah, I've got masculine energy, but I can only be submissive to the right man."
Bigger up.
Bigger up.
What's her name?
I don't even know. No, this is in America. This is in America.
She's right.
So I can only be submissive. I can only be feminine when I find the right man. That makes no sense to me.
What does that mean?
How does that make
Because that's just like me saying, okay, do you know what, yeah? Before we stepped in here, I was my feminine self. And that car ride all the way up here. And then now when I get in the room, now I'm masculine now. That don't make no sense. Don't pick and choose when you want to be one thing or the other.
Okay, can I just
now, hold on, before you go, Now, in your line of work, when you was talking about hustling, and I've seen how you try to work your way up. I get that, because that's when you need to bring out the alpha shit. But you see, when you come home, leave that at the door.
Okay.
Don't bring that in here and think you can try to run and tell me this, that, and that can't run.
But what you have to understand, when it comes to a woman's home, that's her place. So if she wants her house in a certain kind of way, you just have to accept that as a man. Obviously,
I ain't gonna accept. Did you come in my home, or did I come in your home?
But what you have to accept, all women are gonna moan, all women are gonna nag. So
I get that.
Because even if you was to leave, say if you was in a relationship and you went home and the woman's always nagging, you say, you know what, I can't take this no more. Boom, man's cutting, and then boom, you find the next gal. She's going to moan. There's gonna be something. She's got every single woman moans. Like there's no such thing as no woman don't moan. Like if you do something to a woman in her yard. If you leave your shoes in the wrong place and you know that she's a tidy woman and you're messy, that's gonna cause problems. I will cuss for that.
So let me just ask you, both of you quickly, and I just give me maybe 3 or 4 bullet points, What is a feminine trait and what's a masculine trait?
That's very hard to. That's very hard to precise.
I'm just saying.
You know what? Big up Fem Magic, because she said the answer, and I remember I was watching it. You know what? She said the answer. Big up yourself, Fem Magic.
My phone's off, so I'm not part of me.
Feminine energy is when a woman is she's very soft, very loving,
so she's sensitive, she's nurturing,
nurturing. Masculine energy is more about
rough.
Shouting. Not shouting like
shouting.
He's the type. The masculine energy type of person to go out. Is a go-getter.
He's a go-getter. He's a provider. He provides security.
Make sure things is in the yard.
Make sure everything's in place.
The feminine energy, like I said, is nurturing.
So it's right to say that a man, and I'm saying this like figuratively, a man builds the house, but the woman makes the home.
Of course.
100%.
Yeah?
100.
So you see, if we're following that construct, and real quick, are you lot traditional women, or would you say you're non-traditional?
What is the traditional woman?
No, the traditional woman, traditional is, all right, if me and a female's in a relationship.
Yeah.
Now, 1, being submissive. 2, allowing the man as the man to lead. No. Now, I'm not saying... See, look. Allowing me to lead. And what? I'm going to question that.
Can I say something?
Go on.
I've allowed men to lead before prior. Right?
And the leading never got me nowhere.
But I'm not going to lie.
I hear that.
No, let me just talk. But you see, if there's someone who's showing me, all right, cool, I haven't got to be doing all the madness. Like I met someone the other day. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, okay.
Yeah.
There's certain things I'm seeing here where I haven't got to do, like man's putting his hand in his pocket.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But I can be submissive because I don't have to worry about me going, oh, I need to go and do this. I need to go and do this. I need to go and do this. A man has to be your peace for me to be his peace, innit?
But then, do you know what it is?
That's what I just.
I don't believe anyone can give anyone peace. You can create a peaceful environment.
It's a metaphor. You know,
Yeah. No. I hear you. I hear you. But then, like, you see when I say allowing man to lead, yeah?
That's what I was about to say. When you say a man to lead, because there's a guy who I'm like kind of speaking to, and he's talking about, you know, men should lead. So when I say to him, give me the definition of leading. Like, what is, no disrespect, but when you say lead, please give me the definition of leading. So
like, you see when it comes to making, like, big decisions, yeah? Like, for example, all right, cool. You see, like, for example, buying a home.
Okay.
Let's use that as an example. Now, first of all, if me and you together, or we're planning to get married and we're building on our future, and if I'm saying, do you know what? Here's not cutting it for us here. I'm going to try to look to buy a house and down there or wherever it's cheaper. Are you going to follow me, or are you going to just say, no, do you know what? That's me leading. I'm not talking about any little things like I'm ordering you about and you just, whatever I say goes. No. I'm not talking like that.
Okay.
I'm just talking about when it comes to major things, because there's in certain situations where, as a woman or as my girl, you can, or as my wife to be or whatever, you can tell me certain things and I'll be like, all right, logically, does that make sense? Because something is all about logic. Does it make sense at the end? Yeah. So if it makes sense, then all right, cool. Do you know what? You want to take point in this?
I hear you. I respect that.
But that's a mutual understanding, I think, coming together. It's very rare you get men who come on who say stuff like
basically.
that. They don't come around.
Because when they say like lead, it's not no control thing, because men love to say lead and love to control,
and that's where it gets misconstrued and people and because a lot of women that I've spoken to about that had the similar reaction like you, like, yeah, you ain't no leading, no nothing, or submit to who, Yeah. It's not about, listen, nobody's here to control nobody. Everybody's got their own minds.
I respect that.
All I'm saying is a relationship. We're on a ship together, but can I lead this ship somewhere?
And then sometimes I might have to drive the shit.
Basically.
There you go.
That's what I said. Equal, sexist, female and male equal. I do believe the male and female are equal.
But when it comes to certain things about looking after the home, remember, you make the home, but you see when it comes to building anything outside that affects the home,
obviously
I feel like this is my job, innit? That's all I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're there to protect as well. Like, men are there to protect. Like,
do you understand?
As a woman, when it comes to the home, that's our forte. Like, we run the home. That's our forte.
And this is why I'm saying the tradition is where the man used to bring home the bread. You know what the woman does with whatever.
But you got to think nowadays. Look how much bummy waste man don't bring home. No, Jay, let me finish talking. So you see like when man like come. Sorry, I just feel like
yeah. Sorry, I got you.
You up with mum and dad and you wanna be bad on the weekend. My mum taught me yard for years, now this Western world is all pretend. We was thrown in the deep end where they constantly sinned and repent. I've seen so many angels and demons daily, I know that you just don't see them. She took my child, made me lose my mind, had to rebuild lines. Why? I know you won't deep those lines. You man live in the matrix, me I'm red pilled and I seek and find. I've been trying to teach so long, if you ain't learned, I'll leave you behind.
Okay, so basically nowadays, there's a lot of men who are walkless. You understand?
Yeah.
Man won't even buy clothes, underpants, socks. Gotta buying them things for them. Do you understand?
Facts.
You understand?
But let's keep it 100. No. This is facts.
You understand? You become the man's mama now. You become the man's mom. And you never gave birth to big man. No disrespect.
All right, but then do you know what? Let me.
I didn't give birth to you. You understand?
So but then let's
things there.
But then do you know what it is? There's women that are out there doing that, but guess what? The man is still doing his job, bringing in the money, making sure that everything's taken care of financially and whatever.
But we're talking about the bummy man who can't even go to Primark,
right?
And buy a £5 pair of boxer shorts. You understand? You're coming home. If I'm outside working, I'm coming home to the yard. At least tidy up the house or something. Don't be sprawled out on my sofa, play video games. Them kind of things there.
Shout out to the man them that play video games still. But wait. We're not just going to jump on the man them, because there's a lot of whatless women out there that don't know how to cook, can't clean.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot of dirty gal out there.
Yeah, there is.
Dirty gal out there. And then expect the fucking Santa Claus and all of his presents, yeah, and can't even do the basics.
I hear you.
Like, what are we doing here? So we
remember-
can't just jump on man, we've got to jump on women as well.
But you know what, Tailz, I wanted to go back on what you're saying
go
about
on.
tradition. Because remember back in the days when it was granny and granddad's days, and
Mm.
remember there was tradition, remember it was the home, it was more family. Remember we're
family
in
oriented,
2022, like
Right.
tradition
She's
gone
gone.
out the window.
Right.
Gone.
Like,
And
what
this
do
is
we
the problem. And this is the problem. But do you know what? It's not gone. Because you know what you can do? We can still uphold it. The difference is not a lot of people want to uphold it no more.
That's it. That's true.
And this is the facts.
That's true.
Yeah, because we don't uphold these values that's meant to be happening in relationships, like our grandparents and all of that. This is where society is going left. This is where now everyone can walk out everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? And be normal.
I remember you said that on your podcast. You said something on your podcast, and straight out of the box with women like just going out and walking out everywhere. And I can't remember what you said, but I agree with you.
I got a question. How do you feel about your women being in a club? We're not ravers like that.
because you were talking about.
But girl got always out in a club.
Oh, about y'all going for the same promoter saying do you know what it is? Alright, listen. Are you talking about like glorified ravers, like back-to-back ravers, like week in, week out? I can't. No. That can't run for me.
Okay.
Car, like there's more to life than just raving, innit?
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say. Listen, if you're a girl or a woman that wants to go and have fun. Let your hair down from time to time. But if you're saying that this is your life. As I said, I'm not judging because I've got female friends that are back-to-back ravers, and sometimes I say, like, "What are you doing? Like, ain't you got somewhere else to go?" But that's just me, innit? I call out my brethren whenever I see
you're
fit.
a real one, though.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I couldn't go for a female that's a back-to-back raver. Is this rave making you money? If you're a promoter and you're earning,
that's different.
That's a different
then that's a different story. But back-to-back ravers or a gal that's in places where you have no business being here. Because now I get it. Now, obviously you lot are both young mothers, but I have to also talk about it. A lot of women that's got pickney at home and you're back-to-back raving. Go home and listen, I hear that's your weekend off. I hear that. Do a weekender or something. Go to a brunch or something. Something different from out of the ordinary.
But even like, if we have a weekend off, we don't want to go raving.
No, that's not something we want to do. We probably want to go brunch or
with the girls.
Right. Remember, we're older now, so
yeah.
So we're not like the youngsters now who want to go.
But there's a lot of younger mothers from 17, 18 that's still not. And protection, by the way, people. I just want to put that out there. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're 17, 18, 19. Listen, because don't take away your young days when you want to go out and party, but you realize you got pickney now. Now you're raving, now you just got pickney. And
when I was a young mum at 17, I couldn't go nowhere. I had to stay my ass in the house and look after my pickney.
There you go. But guess what? Values and morals. A lot of women have values and morals, and that's the problem with today's society. Whether it's men or women.
When you got a Jamaican mum, you strictly...
No. Let's not do that. Let's not differentiate, because I know a lot of Jamaican women that are not doing that for their picnic.
I hear you, but it depends. It depends. But my mum was a strict woman, innit?
Yeah.
Like certain morals and certain things, I couldn't do. Certain things couldn't run when it came to my mum. Like she was on the ball game. But like you said, you got certain women out, certain big women who got children who just let their picnic them run wild and don't, like you say, put regulations.
No training. There's no training.
Right, home training.
You understand? Especially with the boys and girls. We can't just go for the young, especially the boys.
The boys. Don't get twisted. The boys out there, I've got little brothers and stuff, innit?
Right.
And as a mum with a son.
Yeah.
My son knows already.
Yeah.
I don't even, like, you see how mums beat I just got to raise my voice. My son knows. No, mum, I'm not playing all of that. I'm not playing all of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? My son's not getting taken to the streets. You're not going to become like one of these gallus. My son, and to make things work, he's pretty. Nah. You understand? It's not happening, but... Let's move on, because
no, do you know? But, all right, before, obviously, we got to sign out, and do you know what? I wish I had longer time anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man,
but before we sign out, is there anything lastly you want to say to the people? And also on top of that, let them know once again your socials and your names and where they can find you and all of that stuff.
Yeah, like I said, Miss Empress, it was a great Great show, especially with Tailz and Chinaire. Make sure you check out Straight Out the Box as well.
Let them
Check
know.
out my guy Tailz, Chinaire
Yeah.
as well. Make sure you check out my girls' socials. You know what I'm saying, doing their thing. And yeah, Miss Empress, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. So all I want to say is like, if anyone's got any dreams and that lot, just go for it, innit? Like, don't. I know we're seriously, because we're in a society right now where everyone's looking on the internet and everyone's waiting for the next move.
Yeah.
You see, if you have an idea or if your instinct tell you to do something, time don't wait for no one, innit? You understand? So do it. Do it. Because you see, once you do it, people you're gonna be like, rah, I did it, and it's gonna give you some different type of motivation. But yeah, that's what I got to say. Like, keep pushing. Waste man, stay away from me. Good man, come towards me. You understand?
And your socials real quick.
Socials, Chinaire, CHINAIRE _ and then Bellwether Arts, BELLEWETHER _ARTS. That's my business page. Any type of management, consultancy, you need advice, I'm your girl.
And if you want to set up like this, podcast rooms, podcast-rooms.com.
Big up podcast
Big
rooms.
up podcast rooms. Love.
Podcast rooms. Love.
You need to come here and record your podcast.
Yeah, and it's myself, Tailz, and I'm signing out. Straight Out the Box. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend.